So I finally received my AWS Golden Jacket, and this is a video of me sharing that with you. Cue the golden god memes.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Alright, so this video does not have a script. The videos I make are usually me sitting over there, pointing at something on the screen and then explaining something about cloud, software engineering or something related to those areas. But this is more of a video of me sharing an achievement with you. I guess I'm so happy to get this recognition from AWS and I want to share that with you, and I want to share the details of how I got the jacket, and also if you're interested how you could probably get the jacket as well. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I work as a cloud architect during the day and I talk about topics like cloud, software engineering and DevOps in general in this channel. So if those areas interest you, please subscribe. I usually try to make a video once every week or maybe once every 2 weeks. If you like the content, don't forget to like the video. If you have any feedback, don't hesitate to add a comment down below. That interaction helps the channel a lot. Now let's go back to the video. So before I start, a brief disclaimer. I am not part of Amazon. I'm not part of AWS. The information that you get from this video is at best third-party information. So don't necessarily treat this information as correct information for all the times. The details of these programs that I'm going to mention, they can change internally without us being notified, without the external parties being notified. So if you're interested in these programs, just talk to the community manager, partner manager, or just in general, maybe a technical account manager that you have access to with AWS. So the AWS Golden Jacket exists. I hope this is proof enough for you. I've seen people question the existence of this jacket online, but if you have spent some time in the AWS ecosystem during the past decade, you might have known this being mentioned from time to time. I was awarded this one for completing all the necessary AWS certifications. So I completed in total 10 certifications to be qualified for this program. I also did additional 2 exams that were later released after I got notified that I'll be receiving the jacket. But in total, I have 12 active certifications so far. I have seen other people getting this jacket with being part of other communities related to AWS. For an example, I have seen people who have had a long tenure in AWS partner ambassadorship program. If they attend the Global Ambassador Summit in person, that's not going to be me in the near future. I'm not going to go through the US visa process or pay for the travel and accommodation unless there's a company that's willing to pay me. But I have seen people who complete all the certifications and are part of the AWS ambassador program get this jacket in the past year or so. I've also seen people who are part of other programs like AWS Community Builder and also AWS Heroes, which is this exclusive community that you get invited into. I guess the details of how you get that jacket in those programs is a little bit vague at this point. And if you're part of these programs and if you have questions, please reach out to the community managers or the partner managers that you have. They will be able to give you the most correct, up-to-date information on this jacket. So talking about my personal experience, I qualified for the jacket back in mid-July, so almost 3 months ago. I did 9 AWS certifications within 8 weeks, which was a different experience of itself. Actually, I did 11 exams within 8 weeks, including the 2 Kubernetes exams that I was able to do. I got notified that I'll be receiving the jacket, I think mid-August, and I received the physical jacket last week. It took more time for the jacket to come to me than the time it took for me to complete the exams. So that was fun. It shows more of my decision-making capacity when it comes to deciding to do all of those exams with such a tight deadline than logistics of getting stuff into New Zealand. But all in all, it's pretty awesome to get recognized for all the work that I put into the exams. If you're someone who was in doubt whether this jacket exists or you could do the work to get this jacket, I hope this video pushes you to actually get to that point. Relatively speaking, it's pretty straightforward to actually complete all the certifications, especially if you are experienced in certain areas. I can pretty much say with a 99% of confidence that any person who takes on these exams, they don't have experience in all the areas that these exams test you on. So everyone does some kind of studying, everyone has to study if they aim to have some confidence in getting through these exams. So if you think that you don't have enough experience to do these exams, I always say that lack of experience doesn't necessarily block you from completing these exams. Studying for these exams with less experience could actually help you get more knowledge that might help you to get more experience. I do have another jacket that I'm waiting for, the blue jacket that is part of the CNCF Corpstronaut program. I am a little bit boasting when I say I was the first person in New Zealand to have both the AWS Golden Jacket and the CNCF blue jacket. I think there are relatively a low number of people around the world with both these 2 jackets, so it feels awesome to be part of the small group. The magic of being in New Zealand is that stuff takes more time to get to you, so whenever that jacket arrives, I'll try and do another video showing it off and explaining how you could get that too. So I'm trying to do another video explaining my experience on doing all of those exams in a small period. I'll try to share my experience and I'll try to share any tips tips that I can give you if you plan to do something like that. I don't recommend repeating what I did, especially if you have other things that you need to worry about. There are people who have spread their exam certifications within 12 or 15 months in some cases. So you don't really have to hurry through the exams like I did. Having said that, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.